Okay,
Okay.
fantastic. All right, so thank you, Bruno, for volunteering to be our hands-on builder. We're going to now add you as a user. So what we're going to do is we have a couple different business units within our sandbox, and we're going to add you to our hands-on external business unit. So let's go into, we're going to go into setup. And I'm just going to wait for it to load here. So we're going to go under users. And I'm going to search for my user and open that up as a separate tab just because we like to carry the same naming convention for the username. So let me just type in my name here, pull up my record. Okay, so let me just click in here. Okay, so I'm just going to have that as an open tab just to validate, and then we'll set up a new user for you, Bruno. Okay, so let's see, we're going to hit the create button. Okay. We've got Bruno, and what's your last name? Vetter? Is that your last name, Bruno?
No, sorry, it's Silva. Vetter is the company name, but
Sorry.
it's okay, Bruno Vetter.
SILVA?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, perfect. And what's a good email address that we can put in here for you?
It's Bruno at Vetter, the double T's, .tech, TEC, .br.
Dot
BR.
BR. Gotcha. Perfect. And then we're just going to copy that in here. Sometimes it does refresh. Okay, whoops. Copy that. All right, excellent. And then for the username, I'd like just to refer back. We use a specific type of username, this mcdemo.com. So let's go back in here and paste that in. And we'll do BSILVA as your username, bsilva.
Sure.
And then for a password, I just use for the generic password, you'll reset when you share your screen, and that's capital PASSWORD 123 $. So it's capital PASSWORD 123 $. And sorry about this password suggestion. It's my LastPass that's causing those. Eastern Standard Time. Bruno, what's a good, what time zone are you in?
I'm on Brasilia. It's GMT -3.
Perfect. And does English work okay for you for culture code?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So let's hit save. Okay, and then I'm going to send you via chat your username and your password. Well, and then we're going to have you log into ExactTarget, but before we do that, we're going to just set up your user information in here so we have everything in the right place. So I'm going to look for you as a user. And then we're going to manage your business units. And we're going to put you under this hands-on external. Although one sec, I just want to check because I think I might have put in some assets in the web personalization BU. So I might for today put you in this web personalization BU. Let me just see. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we're going to put you in this web personalization BU. And then that's the default business unit. And then for the specific business units, you've got the web personalization POC. We might switch you back to hands-on external after the session for more work, but I think we had some creative assets that we had dropped into the web personalization POC business unit. So we're going to hit save there. And then we need to grant your access. So first step. Your roles. And for now, for this business unit, we'll give you administrator and marketing cloud administrator. Well, actually, we can probably give you marketing cloud editor and publisher, and probably content creator might be fine for what we're doing today. If we have any challenges, we can always change your access levels there. Let's hit save. And then we're going to go into your permissions. And just for our purposes today, and this isn't best practice, was when setting up users, but just because we're going to be all over the platform, we're just going to give you access to all of the studios for now, so that everything pops up when you log in. Okay. Now, Bruno, have you logged into Marketing Cloud before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing, let you share your screen. And because you know it's a unique URL, it's not the same URL as Salesforce. So if you want to share your screen, we can.
I'm sure. You can confirm when you see.
Yep, looks good.
Did I mistake the?
So it's a capital P ASSWORD 123 $. Let's see if I dropped that correctly in the chat.
It's showing like the password is wrong.
Interesting.
User. Let me copy and paste it. Yeah, not even copy and pasting.
Okay, so try clicking on reset your password. Yeah, forgot your password. Love this user on my end.
Check the username. I think username is not.
That's what I've got for a username, bsilva@mcdemo.com.
Okay, try it.
Yeah, I'm typing it the same password exactly.
Probably the attempts has been exceeded. I think admin has to reset it once again.
Here, I can change. Let me change your password. The record here. So we'll do capital PPASWORD 123 $. Let me just record that again. Capital PPASSWORD 123 $. Okay, try that. Capital PPASSWORD 123 $. Yeah. It's MC demo. Crazy. That's weird. That's not coming through. And when you click on forget your password, did you get an email to reset it?
No. I'm sorry, guys. Does anyone wanna take over?
I'm gonna figure this out. It's good troubleshooting. Can't reset your
Let me
password.
let,
Huh.
let me try on another tab.
Martin, do you want to post that in the chat, the password?
Yeah, let me do that.
Or reset, create a temporary password and post it in the chat. Bruno may not be
Okay.
using 2S in the password.
Yeah, maybe there was the 2 S's that was missed.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Maybe it's that.
Still no luck. Huh. B Silva at mcdemo.com. All right, so I'm gonna change it to a different password altogether. We'll
Or let's
do.
try this one first. I think it should work this time. Let's see.
Oh,
Then you can go ahead. No?
No.
No.
so we'll do MC demo 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try this one. Yay. Sorry about that. All right, you're in. Nice job, Bruno. Sorry about the run around there.
Sorry for the
Awesome.
delay.
Yeah, no problem. And we have another session next week, so if you're still available, we can maximize your time building by having you build another session. Okay, were you able to attend our session yesterday on SSJS?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool.
I have some contact with JavaScript, and I already use a little bit of MScript and some things, so it was a clear session yesterday.
Okay, cool.
Getting the authorization.
Okay, cool. So I thought what we could do is really basically build out the components that we were working on yesterday. And where we might actually start is in the install package, like walking through what is an install package, have you create one so that we can get those data points that we would use in our security when we're making that API call. Have you created an install package in the past?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So, how do you want to do this? You want to guide for everybody who's here, or should I just go trying to
So
do as I remember?
we'll do it together. So I guess if you go under the apps under platform tools, it'd be good just to walk through if you set them up before as well. Yeah, we'll go under install packages. And I did change your settings to admin because I knew that you might be creating an install package. So, all right, so yeah, we're going to create a new install package. You can name it whatever you feel like SSJS Bootcamp. Cool. Fantastic. So this is basically just the shell. Fantastic. Yeah, and then here are the options that you have. And it seems like API integration is the most universal, correct? There's a couple of different options that you have here that are very specific. But yeah, we'll go with API integration. And then I typically use server to server, right? Because we want to use the client ID and the secret and the client credentials. Those are at least what we were using in our use case. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Yep. And then this is where we want to edit our permissions. And again, best practices, you only want to select those things that you absolutely need. So, I don't believe this install package, yep, we want to read and write those journeys. Execute probably would be helpful as well. Let's take the activate stop. We'll not check delete just because we're not going to be looking to delete those. Let's see. If you scroll down, let's see contacts, listen, subscribers, contacts, the data extensions. Let's read and write that because we're going to be writing those data extensions. And then manage keys. Let's just for the heck of it, let's click manage keys on that. Don't know if that has an impact. Yeah. And I think that might be it. Packages, deploy, users, read, write, security, HTTP headers. Yeah, let's click all of those except for delete. We probably don't need delete on that. Yeah, I'm not really going to be using webhooks, so I think that might be good. So if you scroll down a little bit, okay, but that was it. Awesome. Cool. So there's our client ID. There's our client secret. There's our authentication base URL and our REST URL that we're going to be using in the server-side JavaScript. Fantastic. Okay, so one of the things that we could do, depending on what your capabilities are, is like what we were walking through yesterday, is validating that what we're going to be sending, using some sort of like tool, like a Postman tool, to validate that we can pass the data through before we actually code it in SSJS. Did you find that was helpful just to sort of validate the connection and the data that you're passing and all of that? Or was that something that you felt like, man, we could just skip that?
No, I think we can do this. I have Postman here. I just don't
You
have
have Postman. Amazing.
I just don't have the APIs maybe.
Perfect. That's awesome. You have Postman. I'm going to send you the auth call link in the chat that will help us with the documentation. Fantastic. So here's the auth call link. And then here's the post call. This is where we're going to be just basically stealing a bunch of documentation. And just to make sure I got this correct as well. Okay, fantastic. So we'll start with the auth call. So let's go into Postman. Do you have a collection set up, or we could create a new collection for you?
Yeah, I'll create from new.
Perfect. Yeah, so we'll add a new request. So add request. Yeah, we're gonna get it. Perfect. And then if you want to name this, you could name this like SSJS auth, just so that you know when we're creating the token and the, yep. Okay, so then let's go to our install package. We're going to copy that auth URL, URI from what we just set up. Fantastic. If you click that little button, yep, that will copy it. And then we get to go back into, yep, post. And we want it to be post, so that's all looking good. And then let's go into documentation for your auth documentation, because this is where we're going to want to pull in that syntax of what we need to add here, which is that v2 token syntax. So yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, yeah, see that post, yep. So depending on what was copied there, you'll either need a slash or you won't need a slash, but yep. So we'll go to that v2 token and add it to, yep. So you've got an extra slab. Perfect. Awesome. That's that part. All right, and then we're going to go to the body, yeah, and we're going to want to select raw, not exactly sure what that exactly means. And then in the text, we want to set that as JSON. Perfect. All right, excellent. Now, yep, now we can, perfect. Fantastic. We'll just rate perfect. And then we can get rid of scope and account ID. Those aren't really necessary for what we're looking for. And then you can remove that comma at the end of client secret. Nice. And now we can go grab the client ID.
Is the zoom okay for you guys? Can you see my screen okay?
Yeah, I can see it clear. Fantastic. Excellent. Okay.
No, I can.
Let's try hitting send. Boom, you got a token. Fantastic. Nice job.
First
You've made the
try.
connection into your install package you just created. So fantastic. That is all done. Now we can create another request and we'll do the SSJS post. You see that right below edit. Yep, there you go. No problem. Nice. And so it's a different URI in the install package. Yep, slightly different, just in the .rest instead of .auth. And yeah, we'll go to that REST documentation. Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Fantastic. All right, and then we're going to go to the body. And
it's token, right?
Baird, yes, very good. Excellent. And you don't have to paste that in yet because by the time we get this correct, we'll need to get a new token. So yeah, we're going to go raw, JSON. All right, and then we'll go back to the documentation, and this is where we're going to need a little bit of work in Marketing Cloud once this is pasted in. All right, perfect. All right, fantastic. So what we need now is we need a contact key or a subscriber key to feed in. We need the event definition key, which is going to be in that journey that we need to create. And then we need a data extension that is going to be capturing the payload, which we're going to send. So let's start with the journey. So we're going to go create a, you're going to go to Marketing Cloud. And yep, I'm going to go to Journey Builder. and we're going to create the, we're going to start with the entry event for, this is going to give us the ability to add the wait until event. Okay, yes, so fantastic. We'll add a journey. So yep, and you can, perfect. You're awesome. Fantastic. So we're going to do an entry source of data extension just for our testing purposes. Like we're going to create a data extension for you. So let's do that. Let's duplicate this tab. We need to create that data extension before we select it. So we're going to create a, so if you duplicate your browser tab, keep this as a, yep. Fantastic. And then we're going to go into Email Studio. I kind of like creating data extensions in Email Studio. It's a little bit easier than in Contact Builder. Others might differ. And we might need to have you, yep. So if we go under subscribers, yep, and data extensions, which is like the 5th, yep, right there, perfect. All right, and then, so we have pretty much a blank folder here. So let's right click on that, on the data extensions right where you are. Yep, and let's do a new folder. Let's call this SSJS Bootcamp. Perfect. Awesome. And we'll just click into that folder. All right. Now we can create a new data extension. A standard one's fine. We can call this, the test send. So, yeah. Perfect. Awesome. And this is going to be sendable. Yep. Yep. Awesome. So let's put in a subscriber key. We'll put in a subscriber key for you. And then 50 should be enough. Yep, perfect. And then we'll do email address, all one word. Perfect. Excellent. And we'll make that not nullable. I think that's all we'll need just for this test send. And then we'll do the send relationship. We'll just do it on the subscriber key. Okay, fantastic. Awesome. Okay, so to add a record, let's do it via Excel, just because it's fun. I think we could add them manually in Contact Builder, but let's do an Excel. Let's just create a simple CSV of those 2 columns. One was subscriber key and one was email address. Yep. And we'll use your email address for the email address so that you receive the email. Okay, and then subscriber key, we're gonna pretend this is a contact in Salesforce CRM. So we'll start it with a 003. And then you can just type a bunch of different letters and numbers. It's gonna be 18 characters, so yeah, that's fine.
18?
That's fair. No, that's fine. Perfect.
Okay.
Yep, and let's just save this as a CSV. Awesome. And we'll go back into that data extension. Yep. Import. Yep. Navigate to that file you just created. Very nice. Sometimes if you click overwrite, it makes it a little bit easier. Sometimes add and update can be, and then sometimes you can click on respect double quotes, but I don't think we have any in this use case. Should be straightforward, should validate. Yep, those 2 fields match. Hit next, import, and you'll get that email. Okay, great. So we've got your data in the data extension, fantastic. While we're in data extension land, let's also we're going to create the data. Oh, it's already here. Let's click in just to validate that data came through. Nicely done. Super fast. Nice. Awesome. All right, let's go back to our root folder in the data extension. We're going to want to create a data extension for our entry event. So let's create a new data extension. You can use the same start TB underscore, and then you could just call this like entry event, all, without spaces. Perfect. And it needs to be sendable. Testable, yeah. So let's put in here subscriber key. Let's put in, it's not going to be primary key. It's going to be, because we want to have you enter in here many times. Let's put in journey ID. And that, let's make that 250. Text is fine. And then let's put in a entry date, all one word. And then let's make that a date. Fantastic. And then if you hit that minus sign, yep, current date. Fantastic. So that we're not going to pass that data. That's just going to get populated each time a record comes through, just so we know. And then the send relationship, you can use subscriber key. Fantastic. Great. Cool. We basically just created our payload there. So we're going to be using subscriber key and journey ID. All right, so let's go back into the journey. Now we have our data extensions. That's going to be very helpful. So yeah, you can select that data extension.
So I'm not sure about the payload here.
So you're going to select the entry event. Oh, sorry, the test send. Sorry, you're right. No, the test send is what we're going to be sending you through. Perfect. And then, yep. And then just for this use case, we're going to do a simple schedule. So if you hit schedule, we're going to set this up. So right below data extension, it should, you see where it says schedule in the canvas itself? It says,
Sure,
yep,
sure.
yep. We're going to do run once. And then run upon activation. Perfect. Let's save this so that we've done some great work here. And if you click on that green box when it pops up, let's just see. Yeah, if you click on that organize, yeah. And try clicking on right-clicking on my, yeah, there you go. Yep, perfect. SSJS bootcamp. Cool. And then we'll save it in there. Awesome. All right, fantastic. All right, and then what we need to do, we'll create the email later, but we really don't need that now. Let's add in that wait until event functionality. So you were scrolling down, it's in the orange section. Yeah, and it's wait until event. Yeah, we'll drag that onto the canvas. Perfect, let's click into there. Okay, so we're going to we're going to create a new API event. So we'll call this SSJS Bootcamp. Okay, you could copy that event definition key because that is going to be in your payload. You could copy that and paste that into Postman for right now because we're going to need that in our payload. Right, exactly, right there. Perfect. All right, let's go back to the journey. I think, is that all you need there? Does it allow you to click? Oh, yeah, we need to select the date extension. We've got that built. Entry event.
So this is the extension.
Correct. Yep. All right, and then the filter criteria, let's click on that filter criteria. Let's click on journey data. Let's click on entry event. Let's drag over journey ID over to the canvas. Perfect. Now you see in your URL, there's like right after 20 builder, there's a 23. Yeah, copy everything after the 23, not the 23. Yep, the DD all the way before the slash. Yep, that is the journey ID. So we're going to paste that in there. Awesome. Hit done. And then you can hit done. That's all we needed to do there. And then let's set the maximum wait duration. Unfortunately, the minimum for the wait until event is 1 day. So we'll leave it as that. That looks good. And let's hit summary. And I think you should be able to hit done on that. Okay, fantastic. Let's hit save. And we can, I think for time purposes, we can just leave this as is. I think we've got everything we need now to do our REST call. So let's go back into, well, actually, let's go to the date extension that you created. We need to grab your subscriber key from the test send date extension that you had created, because that's going to be part of our payload as well. Yeah, so let's copy that. And that should be in our Postman request. Fantastic. All right, and then you can, that is going to be subscriber key. And you can paste that in there. Yeah. And then this is going to, that's going to be a journey ID, whatever the syntax was in your date extension. I think it was journey ID. And then you're going to want to copy that from your journey, the actual ID itself from the journey in Marketing Cloud. Yeah. Perfect.
So this is the entry event, the data extension that we are
Correct.
submitting.
Yes, we are writing to, so it's writing to that entry event. It's doing two things. It's gonna, when we have the email created and we send it, it'll move you along, but it's gonna hit that entry event. And it should, what we can do now is we should be able to populate that date extension with a record, and that should validate that. So I think that's all we needed. Yeah, so if you want to go back to auth, let's send auth one more time, because I think your token probably did expire. Let's run that one more time. Yep, and we'll copy that token. Nice. Go to the post. Yep. Paste that in. Let's go back to the body. Let's hit send. Okay, so what didn't like that? Found directions.
It's a get. It's a get.
So, thank you. There's always something. Okay, missing entry date. Okay, let's go back to that date extension. We just need to have that date extension be nullable. That was the only thing that, sorry, that was my bad. Perfect. That was pretty good for error handling. Usually you don't get that detail of an error. In Postman, sometimes it's a challenge.
Okay.
All right, let's try it again. Access email. This account does not have a required permission to access email subscribers.
I think it's our package.
You guys want to check the package? Awesome. Read, write, send. Okay, cool. Let's try audiences as well, just in that, under that contacts. I don't know if that means anything, but, and then list and subscribers. Read and write. Yeah. All right, let's try that.
The subscriptions over here.
Yeah, let's try that.
This is
Create, read, update. We'll just keep delete off of there. All right. All right, let's try that. This is awesome. I love this. Iterations. Huh. The account does not have a required permission to access email subscribers. Do you want to copy that error code and paste that into Google and see what it tells us?
Sure. Just everything here.
100 doesn't really tell you how to resolve it. And let's go back and see if there was maybe a stack exchange. Yeah, let's try this. Okay. If you have a valid token, token generated via install package without submission permission to perform the operations. It means that the token is generated via an install without sufficient permissions. Find your install package and assign permissions to the package. Never had to do that. Oh, here we go. Email, read and send. That's what we just added, huh?
Journey also.
Try to re-authenticate Postman. Oh, good point. Yeah, good point. Let's go back to Postman and new token. Good point. Yep. The team effort here. Everyone needs to, whenever someone has an issue, we all need to jump on a call and solve it together. Well, all right. I'll dig into this and figure this out. And by the next time we meet, I'll play around with it. Maybe because of the BU. I can't imagine why though, but I'll play around with it and see if I can replicate it on my end as well. I'll dig in to see if I can find out. But amazing job, Bruno. Fantastic. Sorry about the craziness. We'll ping you to see if you might be available next time. So next time we'll build out the email so that we can send yourself an email. And then we should be able to go right into the cloud. We'll create a cloud page, and we'll do the keys. And I think by the end of that session, we should be able to have this built end to end. Does that work for you?
Yes, awesome. I'll try to keep up with the schedule. So I'll be present the next time. Thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank you for your patience as well.
Oh my gosh, thank you for
And-
volunteering on the spot. You were in the pressure cooker right off the bat, so I really appreciate it. So awesome. And we made some really good progress, did a lot of good stuff. And this is typical, right? This is why we're doing the Postman step first, because if we were doing the same thing in the cloud page, we probably wouldn't get that error and be like, why isn't this working? So another reason why through Postman, and great feedback from the team. So really appreciate that as well.
I like the way it started out, and then you were able to set the things up and then progress into putting it to work. So thanks to you both, Tim and Bruno. We have Dilip also volunteering to be the leader. So whenever you can check with him his availability and can include him as well.
Awesome. Well, if Bruno's up for it, we'll keep him going next week just because we didn't get a full session, but we'll, definitely need we need 9 more builders. So
Yeah.
fantastic.
So, any questions? I'm checking in the chat.
I was going to say something before. Is that I think sometimes in Marketing Cloud people have a challenging to see if somebody clicked or not on a SMS link. So maybe we instead of using an email button to pass the subscriber to this event, would we send a SMS with a link and try to send this link from to the cloud pages to do like a email button? Do you think this would be possible?
I would love to do SMS. We haven't set that up in our instance. Have you done that before, Bruno?
No. Just thought of that to acknowledge if the click happened or not.
Yeah. I haven't had a ton of experience on the SMS side. So we could definitely do the email side, but love to crowdsource anyone who has experience can help us set that up. It'd be great.
Sure, sure.
Great suggestion. Love it.
Awesome. So the next session will be Wednesday, 12 p.m. and that will be by Tim. And the next hands-on session on Thursday will be at 8:30 Eastern, right, Tim?
8 to 9, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, if
8 to
possible.
9. Okay. So all set. Bruno, can you confirm you are available at 8 a.m. next Thursday?
I think so. I just have to convert this data to see what time is it over here. So this is -6, right?
-5 EST, Eastern Standard
Cool.
Time.
So I'll be able to attend this, guys.
Awesome. Any changes, let us know in the Slack channel. I think we can wrap it up, Tim. I don't see any other questions.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Thanks, everyone. And we hope to see you again next Wednesday. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.